All right, everyone. I'm going to start live now. Hopefully, I'm just gonna quietly hit start. Everybody know. Turn this on. All right, test 1, 2. Can you guys hear me? One, two, 1, 2. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. How about now? Okay, thank you guys for confirming. All right. Yep, it's a Discord glitch every freaking time it wants me to disconnect and reconnect. Okay. Let's get started. All right, guys. What do we do here? Read, listen, pay attention. I wonder why. Sure. Well, let's hear you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, what's up?
I'm doing good.
Okay, and
I wondering like if you have to read books like those where they have this kind of section and mostly people read some books
some books. What are you talking about?
like some place and you have to read it and then if you make mistake they correct you usually in English.
Yeah,
I
you
thought
can
it was the
find
same.
those sessions.
Sorry.
Yeah, they have those sessions on the event calendar. So I have a class set and ready. So are you ready to learn? Or
Yes,
because you came up kind of, I think, not knowing what's going on. So I'm going to put you back on stage so we can have a class. All right? Thanks. All right, cool. Hope everyone's doing good. I hope you guys would like to have a lesson instead of like. Oh my god. It is formal / informal. Like, it's kind of a bit of both. So I have a lesson plan. I'm gonna talk, lecture. You guys take notes, ask questions. I encourage lots of questions being asked in the group. I would love it. Like, I would love to see your questions. It is live. I am recording it live. It's live on my Facebook, live on YouTube, and I think live on TikTok. But unfortunately, like, I'm not showing any like documentation or anything, so it's purely a lecture. So you only see me. I have my notes, but that's it. So it's kind of like a live lecture. This is what you're gonna see. So I would love to get started. So my name is Grant. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Teacher Grant. I have been teaching English for over 15 years. I am from the States. I've been teaching for 15 years. I taught English in China for almost 8 years. So I am a teacher, not a speaker. There is a difference between an English speaking teacher and an English teacher. I am an English teacher. So there's a huge difference, okay? There's like tutors and stuff, but I am a teacher. That is my profession by trade. Just like people who work on cars, people who work at restaurants, people who are an engineer. You know, I'm not going to go to your job and say, hey, do this for me for free. But it's great to see a lot of you guys here. I'm happy to see you guys here. I would like to go through some common mistakes that I feel that you guys make. Maybe you don't make them. Maybe you do make them. Maybe you can relate. Maybe you don't relate to them. And I've done it, Jess, Jazz. I've done it so many times. I tried doing a test on my side. I've tried different versions. Sorry, guys, I'm multi-streaming here. So I've tried multi versions. I've tried different cam settings. I've tried to go into the camera settings. So I'm sorry, you're just gonna see a ghost right now in the Hello Talk website. So, but you can hear me though. That's the thing. So you guys can hear me, and if you guys have questions, you guys can ask. So, so that's why I am multi-streaming, guys. Sorry. I would like to go ahead and get started. So I have about 10 I want to go through, and maybe I'll go through more. I'll go through more of these mistakes that I feel are made, and I'll give you guys some. I'll give you my take, give you some details. If you guys have any questions, I would love to hear your questions. So that's what I would love to have you. Love to hear you do. So if you guys have questions regarding anything I'm talking about, please don't hesitate to ask. Because it's my goal to at least like make it easy for you guys. Why can't I? This is strange. I cannot view my. Oh my gosh. I cannot view my history. Hold on, guys. There we go. Okay, never mind. All right, so I'm gonna go through some of these mistakes, guys, and then I will answer all. Yeah, like I said, I'll answer questions that you guys may have. If I do miss your questions, I apologize. So let's get started. So the first mistake that is commonly made is knowing about the much, more, and less with singular nouns. So much, more. Hopefully he knows it's about the topic, right? Or is it going to be something completely out of the subject? What's your question? So, much, more, and less. Okay, Duran, I'm going to mute you right now. You're being annoying. Ask your question. Yeah. Yeah, he's about 3 seconds. I'm just... Yeah, goodbye, Duran. You are disconnected. Goodbye. Duran is the weakest link. Goodbye. All right. Sorry, guys. Again, I'm multi-streaming here. So, I would like to continue. Hopefully he... Wow, he actually got... Oh, he got beginner. Oh, he had a... Oh, because I got it. You guys get like a blue mark because you're in the... Yeah. All right, so I want to continue. Much, more, less with singular nouns. So some nouns in English are uncountable, meaning they cannot be counted individually. These include abstract concepts like courage, fun, and substance like water and dust. So when describing these nouns, we use terms like much, more, and less. So because they denote quality rather than countability. So if you try to make uncountable nouns plural, it results in incorrect grammar. So for example, dust and courage cannot be pluralized because they refer to a single uncountable entity. So there is much dust is incorrect. He has more courage is incorrect. She had less funds at the party. Incorrect. So there is much dust in the room. There's much dust in the room. That's okay. He has more courage than anyone I know. Perfect. She had less fun at the party than expected. Okay? So to check if a noun is uncountable, try asking, can I count it? So for example, if you cannot count courage or fun. Instead, you can measure them in an abstract term using much or less. Okay? Again, for those who are entering the other platform, I'm sorry if you cannot see me. I apologize. It is just the way it is. So I apologize for that. Oh, I cannot see what happened to my stage. So I apologize for that inconvenience. All right, so any questions based on that mistake that is commonly made? Any questions based on that? Any questions? Nada? Okay. I'm going to continue. Let me see here. Okay. Let me see here. There we go. All right. So I want to keep going, guys. Again, if you guys have questions, don't hesitate to ask. Hi, Anne. Hi, Jazz. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Let's keep going. And again, sorry, on another platform, guys, you guys are, I'm like a ghost to you. The camera's not working. Let's keep going. So number 2, less versus fewer. Less versus fewer. If you guys have questions, please ask. That's fine. Still hearing you. No. Why can't you count money? You don't say monies. What do you mean you can't count money? Give me an example. I have too much work to do. That's okay. I am much easily distracted. No. Absolutely wrong. I am much too easily distracted. No. You don't even need much. You don't even need too. It's just I am easily distracted to read a book. Or I'm not. You're adding words that are not necessary. Like you're trying to make up something that might sound normal, but it doesn't sound normal, Graven. I'm sorry, Skella. It doesn't sound normal. It's like you're trying to create sentences, and this is not a bad thing, but some people just want to create sentences to see if it works or not. But whether it works or not, it needs to be normalized. Like no one would ever say, I am much too easily distracted to read a book. Much does not work here. I'm too easily distracted. Maybe. I mean, just, I'm not able to read a book. I get easily distracted. Or I'm too distracted to read a book right now. You're doing too much. But are you performing a play on Broadway or something? Like the way you're phrasing it doesn't make any sense. So I'm trying to say that I'm easily distracted to such an extent that I cannot read a book. And say I cannot read a book, I get easily distracted. Bingo, done. It's like you're trying to create a phrase that's got to be said on a play or Broadway. So you just don't try to say too much. It's a problem. I am so easily distracted. I suppose so, yeah. The lecture has more... No, not correct. The lecture has more fun. No. Correct, yes, incorrect. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's tricky because it can be correct, but it's not normal. It's about making sense. Don't try to create a sentence that makes sense that doesn't make sense, if that makes sense. I don't know if what I just said makes sense. So, I can't even constrain what I'm just... Yeah, I don't even know what I just said. But it's on YouTube Live. So, yeah, it's on YouTube Live. So, let's see here. There you go. Okay. You can rewind and read and listen to what I just said. Okay. let's look at the, okay, so now let's focus back on the less and fewer. So fewer and less have distinct uses depending on whether the noun is countable or uncountable, okay? So use fewer for countable nouns, items you can count individually like books or people. Use less for uncountable nouns like water, air, or money. So a common mistake is using less for countable nouns, but this is incorrect in standard grammar. So for example, you can't say less people because people is countable, right? So people is countable. So therefore, you cannot say less people. All right. One second, guys. Hold on. Okay. I forgot to go live on my TikTok page. Okay. So, let's see here. Any questions so far based on what I've said so far? Okay. All right. I'm trying to multitask here so I can actually there we go. Okay. So there's no questions. I'll continue what I was saying. So, for example, there were less people at the event. No, there were fewer people at the event. I ate less candies. Wrong. I ate fewer candies. Correct. She had less books than her sister. Incorrect. She had fewer books than her sister. Correct. Now, what I'm doing and focusing, guys, on, it's more really about when you're speaking, to be clear. So I highly encourage you guys to take this, take these notes so you... that doesn't even make sense. Yak, I'm sorry. You need to, it's like you're trying to use the words I'm giving you and trying to create something that's not necessary. Why don't you just restructure it the way you would normally say it? If you don't do a lot of activity, you're going to be weak. But I mean, like, it's like you're trying to create like a quotation from like a famous poet or something. Stop focusing on becoming a poet and just become a speaker. The less activity you do, the more weak you... No, it would be incorrect. You need to restructure it again, okay? She has less books than her sister. She has fewer books than her sister. So to decide... Here we go, Yak. Listen to this. To decide between less and fewer, ask yourself, can I count this? If the answer is yes, use fewer. For example, books can be counted, but milk cannot. Okay? It's not necessarily really whether it's correct or not correct, guys. It's more about, is it normalized? Does it make sense? And yes, it could be correct, but it might not make sense. So in the example that Yak gave, the less activity you do, so the sentence is not correct. You want to say the less activity you do, the weaker you become. So again, you got to stop thinking too much about creating sentences that are not used, and focus more about what can and what you can, and I can't think of the words I'm looking for. Focus more about what sounds more natural, what sounds more normalized, and focus less on, oh, what if I create it this way? Or what if I create it that way? All right? It would not make any sense. Give me a second, guys. I want to do one thing for them. I'm going to do some. Okay, still? Okay. But yeah, you can go back to the YouTube live video and you can listen to those examples. I just gave you examples. So, and I just explained to you guys exactly how to convey it. So once again, let me give you guys 1 second here. Give me a second. All right, so hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. Bear with me. I lost my place. Okay, so we just did the second one here. I'll explain again. So to decide between less and fewer, ask yourself, can I count this? If the answer is yes, use fewer. For example, books can be counted, but milk cannot. So I hope that explains more. But like I said, I explained everything I just said in the last video here. Okay, so let me hit minimize. It might be understood, but it might not sound right. I mean, they're gonna know you're non-native, but if you want to just talk naturally and normalize your speech, then I would suggest avoiding these mistakes. This isn't necessarily saying that you're saying everything wrong per se. Like with non-natives, when they're speaking English, it's more about being understood than anything. After you're able to be understood and you want to take that next level, that's about being fluent. That's about your intonation. That's about your pitch. That's about your rhythm. It's about your emotions. It's about normalizing your speech. It's about sounding natural. And that's like the advanced steps. So these are the steps you take to achieve those goals rather than trying to create sentences that may make sense but are not naturally spoken. I hope that makes sense. Okay. All right. So I want to go through the third one now. So shared possession by two nouns. And please excuse me for a moment, guys. I want to do this. I want to go onto my live here and here we go. I want to go look. All right, so I think. All right, so I think oh, sorry. Oh, wow, I can be seen on my phone, but not seen. Okay, I can be seen this. Okay, cool. So I can be seen on here now. Okay. I want to go through the next one, guys. So the next one is shared possessions by two nouns. Okay. So the explanation: when two people share ownership of the same object, the atmosphere is placed on, the apostrophe is placed on the second noun only. So this shows the object belongs to both individuals. This is more of a grammar thing. I'm not going to go through it, but I'm looking more for the speaking parts about it. Okay, here we go. His, her, it. Okay, for animals. Okay, I'm gonna skip the part as about grammar. My main focus point is speaking. Okay, so my main focus point is about speaking. All right. So let's look at this example here. So when you're referring to an animal, use it or its If the animal's gender is unknown, this becomes animals are often considered neutral in English, unlike humans who use he or she. If the animal's gender is clear, or if the animal is treated like a person, a pet whose known name, you can use he, she. So the pet has a name, you can use he or she. So for wild animals or for animals with no specific gender, always default to it. So for example, if the dog wagged its tail is correct unless you know the dog is male or female. So he wagged his tail. So the bird broke. So incorrect would be the bird. So the bird broke his wing would be technically incorrect unless you do know the gender of the bird. So the bird broke his wing compared to the bird broke its wing. The squirrel hid her acorns. We don't know the gender. So the squirrel hid its acorns. All right. So the rule is useful for situations involving wild animals or when gender cannot be determined. Okay. All right. Next one, guys. I have another one here. And if you guys have questions based on what we're talking about, please don't hesitate to ask, and I'm happy to advise. So we have that versus who. So use who when referring to people, and that when referring to objects or things, like mixing these up. Basically, if you mix them up in your sentences, it's going to sound disrespectful or incorrect. Okay? So for example, saying the girl that won the race is grammatically incorrect because that is used for objects, not people. Instead of saying the girl who won the race. Okay? So I have a friend that loves soccer. Technically, you can say it, you can get away with it, but you would need to say, I have a friend who loves soccer. Now, natives can make this mistake too, but if you want to be more natural and more like relatable and more understandable, you want to stick with that. So again, that versus who. If you're referring to someone with feelings or agency, always use who. Reserve that for an inanimate object, or like that chair, okay? That couch, all right? That tree, all right? You don't need to say that girl or that person, or this person who loves the person who loves this or that. Okay, let me see another one, guys. I don't want this one. Okay, here we go. Here's another one that's very common. All right. Here is another one that's very common. All right, we have the happy versus well and good. So happy versus well or good. So well refers to health or ability, while good refers to emotions or qualities. Saying I feel well typically means your health is good, while I feel good means you're happy or emotionally positive. Okay, so if you have any questions, please ask away. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay. So using well to describe your feelings or about happiness is incorrect. Okay? So she feels well versus she feels good. Can you guys tell me which one is grammatically correct? She feels well or she feels good. Which is correct? Okay. Another one for you guys to do is I want to get rid. Hold on one second, guys. I gotta get rid of these captions. They're so annoying. There we go. don't need to see my own words. Okay. There we go. Absolutely right. Yes, she feels good. Okay, so hello talk beat you guys to it, guys. So she feels good is absolutely right. How about he looks well today or he looks good today? Think of good as emotion and well as related to physical health or skills. So yeah, she feels good. He looks good today would be correct. He looks good today. She feels good, etc. All right. So I want to keep going and do a few more. So when we talk about quality with well and good, so it's a little bit adjacent from what we're talking about here. So the word good is an adjective. Yes, yes, yes. Well for feeling, for health, and then good for emotion. Correct. Correct. Yes, absolutely. The word good is an adjective used to describe nouns, while well is an adjective used to describe verbs. So a common mistake is using good when you actually need well to describe the quality of an action. For example, she sings good. Would that be correct or incorrect? She sings good. Right? She sings good. Is that correct? Anybody chat? Is that correct? She sings good. She sings good. Is that correct or incorrect? No, incorrect. Absolutely incorrect. Don't say it. She sings well. Okay? She sings well. Well is correct. Good is incorrect. She sings well. Okay? And I'm going to explain. All right? She sings well because good cannot describe the verb sing. So because you have the verb sing is a verb, right? Therefore, she sings well. Okay? She sings well. All right? Instead, use well because it describes how the singer is doing. Because you need to describe the way the singer, right? You're not describing the person. She's good. She's singing. She's really good. You can add that sentence. That's fine. But she sings well, not she sings good. Okay? So, incorrect, she sings good. Correct, she sings well. Yeah. So, incorrect or correct? You guys tell me. Correct. Yes, yes, yes. Very nice. Very nice. Yes. Good doesn't describe a verb, but well does. Absolutely. Correct. Yes. So, let me give you guys, I think I already gave you the answer for this one, but here we go. He runs good or he runs well. Which one is correct, guys? I have a Discord chat. I have a Hello Talk chat. Which one is correct? Who's going to say it first? Leo for the win. Sorry. Discord one, guys. He runs well is absolutely correct. Yes. All right. So let's see. I got two chats going on here. I have nobody in my Facebook or YouTube, which is fine. That's okay. I'm good. I'm cool with looking at two chats. All right. So Hello Talk versus my Discord chat. Next one. They play good in the match, or they played good in the match, or they played well in the match. Who's got to be the winner here? Discord or Hello Talk? Please share the links. There's no links. Oh, later. Leave a comment in my moments. I'll send you my YouTube. You guys can watch it later. Because I can't do that right now. But comment in my moments and I'll message you because I have private chat turned on where you have to send coins. Or you can send the coins to chat. So either send the coins to chat or leave me a comment in my moments and I will give you the social media link for that. Okay. So here's a golden tip, guys. So use good only for nouns. I think someone already pointed that out in Hello Talk chat. So for example, She's a good singer. And use good for only nouns like she is a good singer. So you understand how that good is right, correct? She is a good singer, not she is a well singer, right? Because well is describing the singing, right? She sings well. She is a good singer. Good is describing the singer, not the singing, right? Does that make sense? So I hope that makes sense. When you're describing the verb, well, right? When you're describing the noun, good. All right? So now, to avoid confusion, remember that was it done? If you're describing how, you need well. How? How was the singing? How she sang well. Okay? Correct, yes. Well, yeah, activity or verb, because biking is an activity, swimming is an activity, so like the verb, the action, right? So how, yeah, so I think, let's see here. Here's another one. I think I want to, okay, I think this is a good one. Okay, so adverbs with ly. So an adverb with ly, I'm going to, I need to do this really quick, guys. I have a website source I'm using, and I just want to see if I'm getting any chatter. I don't think I'm getting chatter in my other things here. I don't think so. Okay, yep, I don't see. Yeah, there's nobody watching now. Just my Hello Talk crew and my Discord crew. Okay, so I'm going to continue, guys. So the last one here, and then I'll go ahead and ask questions and stuff. Hi, guys. Hi. So here about adverbs with ly. So adverbs often in ly. So that describes an action is how it's performed. So using the adjective instead of the adverb creates a grammatical error. So she spoke quiet. We don't say she spoke quiet. We usually say well done. Yep, that's fine. Well done. Well done or good job, right? Well done, good job. Yeah. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Hello, guys. I cannot see all the names because the font's so freaking small, but I will try to acknowledge you guys. I think I will try to acknowledge you guys. So, Nala and Nala. Sorry. Let's see. Hello, MH. Hello, Nala. Okay. Anyone else having questions now? I want to continue here. So, okay, here we go. So using the adjective form instead of the adverb creates an error. So she spoke quiet. No, it's incorrect because quiet is an adjective, not an adverb. The correct adverb would be quietly, which tells us how the action is spoken or performed, right? Hello, Heidi. Welcome. And hello to Yulu. Yeah, she speaks quietly. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, so, which tells us how the action was spoken. So, similarly, loud is an adjective, while loudly is the adverb. So, the omission of ly can make sentences sound awkward or incomplete. If you don't add that ly, it's going to sound strange. So, she spoke quiet or she spoke quietly. Yo, Chris, what's going on? She spoke quietly or she spoke quiet. She spoke quietly. He shouted loud. He shouted loudly. He shouted loud. He shouted loudly. The correct version or answer would be he shouted loudly. All right, he performed. Now here we go. Here's another one. They performed beautiful on stage. They performed beautiful on stage. They performed. Oh, I got a ding. Oh, okay. I think I got a follow. I got a follow on TikTok. Yay. Let's see. Oh yeah, and those in my Discord land, you can see all my social media in my profile. I think it should be in there. I got my YouTube, my I think I got my Facebook in there. I don't have my TikTok, but I can give you my TikTok later. But again, you guys probably just bouncing around watching animals dance on TikTok. So I heard a ding. I think the ding was for my follow. I think I got a follow. I got a follow on my TikTok. Yes, Ali, follow. Thank you for the follow, Ali. All right. Is it just you? I don't know. What the? Can you guys hear me now? No. There's no beautiful. Beautifully. All right. Beautifully on stage, not beautiful. I know you guys can hear me. You're right on my phone, but I have a Discord chat on the side, and they were telling me they couldn't hear me. So they performed beautifully on stage, not beautiful. No. So incorrect. They performed beautiful on the stage. No. So they performed beautifully on stage. All right. So the adverb that describes action usually need the ly ending to test this. Ask, does the word describe the verb? If yes, then the adverb form with the ly. Yeah, I guess. All right, I'm on the site here. I want to go through a few more. So I don't have much of an explanation, but I'm just going to kind of list some things kind of quickly, so to speak. And if you guys have any questions based on what I've mentioned, you guys can ask. You're happy to, you can ask. For those in my Hello Talk chat, you can go to my profile. I believe the YouTube link is there. I believe I've added my YouTube link, or you can look at my moments. I probably posted some YouTube videos there. And for those who want to buy a course, you can look at my profile right now in the class right now. VIPs come first, so you book it, I'll teach you. So yeah, the same for my Discord land. So I'm going to keep going. Can you guys still hear me? I want to make sure you guys can still hear me. Okay, cool. All right, let's keep going. So we have the plurals versus the correct verbs. So basically, a mistake that's commonly made, for example, incorrect would be the wages. The wages is little. The wages is little. The wages is little. Okay, so I want to do this, guys. Hold on. I want to do this. All right. One second, guys. All right, so I'm just going to go through some correct versus incorrect, and then if you guys have questions, you guys can ask. and I'll be happy to oblige. So we have our linking the verbs, take the adjective from bad and badly. We kind of already talked about that. So the meat smells badly, incorrect. I feel badly. Correct would be the meat smells bad, I feel bad. Does that make sense? So I know it gets confusing when we speak and say and do all that jazz, but yeah, the wages, no, not the wages is little. Okay, so we would say, where's my notes here? The wages are not enough. Where's my note? I just saw it. Let me see. I have already explained that in my live school. I've explained the difference between little and few. I believe I've done that already. Am I incorrect? I know you've been here the whole time, but I just went through that. I literally just explained it. I thought I did. If I'm mistaken, please tell me. Oh, okay. I got you. Thank you for correcting me. Okay. So, that's a good question because it really does. It depends on the context that you're using it in. So, but I feel like I've in the other past classes, I feel like I even done a video. So, okay, so little is used with uncountable nouns. It's a small amount, it's insufficient. So there is a little milk left, okay? There's a little milk left. Few is with countable nouns. Used with countable nouns. Small number that is insignificant, right? And few people came to the party. A little is uncountable with uncountable nouns. So a small amount, but enough. I have a little water, like a little water. I have a little water, you know. A few. So when you say little, few, a little, or a few, so a little would be uncountable. Again, I have a little water. A few is countable nouns. So, no, I'll explain that in a moment. I'm going off on a question that was asked, and then I'll come back to that comment. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're giving an example. Yeah. You're asking a question. I'll get back to that, though. Okay, so a few would be combined nouns. Small number, but enough. A few students joined. Like, for example, my Discord class, a few students joined. I don't see the number for my Hello Talk fans. How many people are in the chat right now, guys? Anyone? How many? Oh, yeah. Oh, 37 in my audience. It's awesome. Wow. Are there really 37 people watching? That's cool. I literally just explained that. I literally just said that like 10 seconds ago. Because I did explain without the I explained little and I explained few. I'll say it again. No, I explained all four. Go back in the live. Watch it again. Okay? Little, few. So little, uncountable nouns. Small amount, insufficient. There is little milk left. There is little milk left. Okay? Few, countable nouns. Small number, insufficient. Few people came to the party. So I know I did, because I'm reading exactly what I just said maybe 30 seconds ago. It's all good. I don't mind explaining it again right now. I don't mind. What's our time? Oh, I will be going soon. No, it's okay. You guys just need to pay attention. You guys really do. Stop and be in a la-la land if you want to learn and listen to the lecture. You guys write down notes. You cannot resuscitate everything I'm telling you right now. If I give you guys a quiz, 95% of you probably would fail, unless you've taken notes. If you did not take notes, then 95% of you would probably fail, unless you're a native speaker like myself. But again, even we get that wrong sometimes. Okay. Let's see here. Well, I'm really surprised to see not many people in my audience right now. So give me a second, guys. Let's look at the comments. Wow, but only a few people are talking. Okay, so I would like to go back and comment on the you'll sound strange. I'll say like myself. Why do you want to say like myself? I want to go back to this point here that was asked about smell badly, right? Okay, so linking. Now, I'll explain that right now. So linking verbs like smell, feel, seem, and look connect a subject to an adjective. So that describes not to an adverb, but for instance, in the meat smells bad, the word bad is an adjective because it's describing the meat. Using badly instead would imply the action of smelling is being performed poorly, which is incorrect. Does that make sense? Okay? The meat smells bad. The meat smells bad. Okay? So the meat smells bad, not badly. All right? Because bad is describing the noun, right? You don't say the meat smells badly. Otherwise, it's just what I said. So the meat smells badly is wrong. I feel badly about what happened. Wrong. Correct. Yes. So if the verb is looking the subject to a state or condition, use an adjective, not an adverb. Okay. Are there any questions based on that? Okay. Any questions based on that? I feel bad about what happened. Yes. I feel bad about what happened. Correct. That would be correct. The meat smells bad and I feel bad about what happened. Yes, correct. Okay. Okay. This is another confusing one that happens a lot. Answering either or questions. Okay, and I'll explain that. So an either or question presents two choices. So the response, I see new messages, but is it not scrolling? Oh, the meat, like the meat smelly or the meat, what? Huh? No, you're so off in your sentence structure. No, the meat is smelly would be fine. Not the meat smelly or the meat smelly. That doesn't make any sense. Again, you have to stop trying to make up sentences that may or may not work, because it's not about whether they work or not. It's about whether it's going to make sense to the person that you're speaking to or the person that you're writing a letter to or whatever. But like, okay, so we use reflexive pronouns. We refer back to, yeah, I know that's a whole nother thing. Remember, I'm talking more about if you're going to speak, right? No, I don't know why we would use a reflexive pronoun. I don't know that terminology. But if you're talking about me and I, we won't say me and my friend are going to the movies, although that is a common mistake that even natives make. Oh, me and my friends are going to go to the beach. My friends and I are going to go to the beach. Now, when you have a Spanish sentence like, Mi amigos and me hasta la playa. And if anyone of you guys speak Spanish, forgive me for butchering it and for saying anything wrong. But it's like saying mis amigos and yo and a mí and me, because you can say me, right? In Spanish, or yo, right? Or yeah, hasta la playa. We're gonna go to the beach, or estoy a la playa. Again, if you speak Spanish or know Spanish, I'm probably saying everything wrong. So don't take me. Okay, so I'll keep going, guys. So I think, hold on. Okay, so either or. So an either or presents two choices. To the response most clarify which opinion you are selecting. So which is your opinion, which is your answer, what it is that you're doing, okay? So without addressing specific choices is confusing and it's incomplete. So for example, if someone asks, do you want coffee or tea? You'd be saying yes. Oh, if you're saying yes, I get this so often, my God. Do you want coffee or tea? Yes. Well, coffee or tea, yes. Like, you need to specify exactly what it is that you want. Okay? So is it, do you want tea or do you want coffee? Do you want tea or do you want coffee? All right. Let's see here. I feel like, okay, my TikTok audience. All right. Okay. So let's go back. I feel like the only audience I need to attend to is Hello Talk. Anyways. Let me see here. So either you go home or stay here. Yes would be incorrect. Either you go home or stay here. I'll stay here. So you redirect your correct answer. All right? You redirect your correct answer and you'll be good to go. Okay? So you need to always pick one choice when you're presented with an either or question. We either can go to the zoo or we can go to the park. Either you go home or stay here. But they need to either you go home or stay here. But you must make sure that you are indeed answering that question. Not yes or okay. Like, you should give them an answer because it's a question, not a statement, not just general casual conversation. It is a question. All right. Thank you for letting me remove you. I'll get rid of you right now. Blocked forever. One second, guys. All right. So that person's blocked. All right. Sorry, guys. So I want to address another question. Let me finish this about the either, and then I'll go back to a question I see in the Discord here. So okay. Okay, so another example, do you want pizza or pasta? Yes. You would need to respond, I want pasta or I want pizza. All right. So always pick one choice or clarify your response when answering an either or question. All right. I think that's it for that. Any questions, guys? Any questions based on what we've talked about? Any questions? Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna end the Discord. I'm gonna talk to Hello Talk for a bit. Discord is going far. All right. Love you, Discord. Take care. All right. Okay, I'm back with you guys now. So I can talk to you guys for a bit. I'm gonna try to be on my computer now. So I'm gonna take a short break, kind of. Like it's gonna be a kind of break because I'm still gonna be here, but I'm gonna be troubleshooting. So if you're here, I see 54, 55 people. Welcome, welcome. And the audience, thank you for showing. I might bring you guys up, but it's only if I'm able to succeed and get my video to work on this website. So I'm going to try again to do that, okay? So give me just a second, okay? And I will try to go up on the camera here. Hold on one second here. Okay, I think you guys can hear me, right? And I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to end here. So Hello Talk, can you still hear me?